Welcome back to my chemistry lessons. Today I am going to discuss about chemical energetics. So what is meant by chemical energetics? Chemical energetics is about the energy changes taking place in a course of a chemical reaction. So in some cases, when reactants are converted into products, that process takes place with the liberation of certain amount of energy, and that kind of reaction is known as a exothermic reaction. In some other cases, the reaction takes place with absorption of certain amount of energy, and that kind of reaction is known as endothermic reaction. So certainly, in order to a reaction taking place, there should be some amount of energy changes must be take place. So next our point is, what is meant by thermochemical equation? So when we are writing a chemical reaction, we can understand from that equation what are the physical states of the reactants involved in that chemical reaction and what kind of product formed and how much energy changes takes place in terms of absorption or liberation. So thermochemical equation is a mathematical representation of a chemical reaction which indicates the physical states of reactants and products with the quantity of energy changes takes place in that reaction. So here, for an example, when we take carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide. This is a very general, a common equation. So in that reaction, the carbon exists in the form of solid state, and the oxygen settle in the gaseous form, and they combine to form carbon dioxide as a product. That's another gaseous product. So in that reaction, there is a change of energy, or enthalpy change of that reaction is negative 393.5 kilojoule. That means when carbon combined with oxygen and to form carbon dioxide, there is a certain amount of energy liberated. That's mean delta H is negative. So this reaction is called exothermic reaction. So in this reaction, we know the physical state of the reactants involved, that is carbon in solid form and oxygen in gaseous form, and the product carbon dioxide also in a gaseous form. Next, we are going to discuss about the enthalpy. What is meant by enthalpy? Enthalpy means the energy of a system when the pressure and temperature are constant. So enthalpy of a system or substance means the energy of that substance at a particular pressure and temperature. So enthalpy generally represented as capital H. So next, what is meant by the change in enthalpy? the change in enthalpy means when a reaction taking place, the reactants turning into products, there is a certain amount of energy changes place. So here delta H is equal to Hp minus Hr. That means enthalpy of the products minus enthalpy of the reactants. Here the reactants carbon plus oxygen gives CO2, and here the enthalpy of the reactants means enthalpy of a carbon and an oxygen. And enthalpy of product Hp means enthalpy of carbon dioxide. So delta H is equal to Hp minus Hr. So another point in this case is the enthalpy of a substance in its standard form taken as a 0.